Hey guys, we are back again, and look at what I got in the mail. This was recommended to me by fellow merfolk Amber. She recommended the Makeup Institute Enchanted palette. So that is what's in here. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Bat blade! Let's open this puppy up. I am so excited. Usually, I am a huge fan of JSC, and when I am putting makeup on clients' faces, that is my go-to brand. However, I am ready to explore a couple of different brands now, and we'll see what happens. I'm always excited to try new makeup. Look at how pretty it is, and it's not even out of the bubble wrap yet. Okay. So, Enchanted 24 color eyeshadow palette. Let's have a look together, shall we? Oh, this is the color right here. This is the shade right here. This is what I wanted out of it. This is called Dragonfly. Oh, look at this, you guys. Especially, oh my goodness, look at those shades. And I love how the palette is arranged too. You can go down the columns, you can go across the rows, or you could even go diagonally and get beautiful looks out of these colors. There is something for everybody in here. This is so beautiful. This consists of some shimmers and some mattes. It doesn't look like we have any pressed pigments in this palette, which is great. 36 months shelf life. Not that it matters because we all use our palettes until we hit pan anyway. Vegan, cruelty-free, and recyclable packaging. We love a sustainable queen. Ooh, I'm gonna put some face on, we're gonna do some contour, and then I will be back and we will do some color. All right, we are back. Yes, and I also changed my shirt because I have to film content after this too. As if I'm not doing that right now, but you know what I mean. So since we are working with an Enchanted palette today, I have to use some Enchanted brushes. So I'm going to pull from my white and pink brush collection today. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have everything from Wet n Wild to Real Techniques in here to Morphe and everything in between. So we'll go through it all right now. So I really like my Facebook avatar, believe it or not. That is one of the reasons I chose turquoise for my hair this time, because I saw her little avatar thing and I was absolutely thrilled with how that looked, and I fell in love with the look, and I went, you know, maybe I should do that in real life because it's adorable. So that's what we're doing with this look today. We're gonna dip into some cooler shades to make this happen today. I think we're gonna go for some exciting shades. We're gonna go for the black. We're gonna work with the black, test that out, and that's called Evil. We're also going to work with the matte and the shimmer green. So the matte green is called Elf, and the shimmer green, my favorite one, is called Dragonfly. And we're also going to be working with this light Cinderella blue shimmer called Frost, and a little bit of Snow. I also really like the top two shades. These make really great transitional shades here, Pecan and Tiara. Really pretty shade names as well. I think you guys, I'm not gonna swatch today because everybody does swatches. Girl, bye. You want swatches, you go to a different channel. I got these at Walgreens more than a decade ago. Almost 20 years ago, I want to say now. They're a little travel set, but I'll be honest with you, I have not found another brush that is fluffier than this little collection right here. And I think the word got out because, of course, what does every brand do? They find something great and then everybody likes it and then they discontinue it. So that's good, actually. Woo, look at that. We got a little bit of dust on the palette, first and foremost. Though I will say that the palette itself is very well constructed. Nice, easy, sustainable packaging. So I'm just taking that shade Pecan. It's very sheer. It matches my skin tone almost perfectly, especially when I'm wearing my favorite foundation, the Juvia's Place I Am Magic, like I am today. That is a really nice base to be able to work with here, you guys. Oh my goodness. So, and that is just like one of the biggest, fluffiest brushes I own as far as eye brushes go. Let's go in with the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS8 brush. It is a beautiful, fluffy blending brush. It makes a great all over eye brush, especially when you have a lot of real estate in your brow bone like I do. Oh, we're gonna go lightest to darkest. So I'm gonna lay in Frost first, which is our blue shade. I really like the size of the mirror too. So all I'm doing here is just going right up and against the brow bone and following the natural contour of my brow bone. And it can be messy right now. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we're gonna clean it up later. Woo, these are so pigmented. I mean, really, you don't need a whole lot to dip in right now. You know, something else too is that blue shades are having a little bit of a comeback right now. Blue seems to be all the rage. There are a lot of times where I don't like that trend. Woo! Look at that. Look at that pigmentation on this palette. Whoa! And we're even just in the first color. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put that brush off to the side. But because blue is experiencing this comeback right now, I think we're going to have a lot of success here with this look. All right, so now I'm just using a dollar store brush, but again, it's nice and fluffy. I really like the shape of the bristles. It doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a brand, it's just a great little brush. And I know that after several washes, I know that the ferrule is going to get mad at me and fall apart because the brush cost $1, but because it cost $1, I have no qualms about absolutely destroying it. All right, so now I'm going into this matte green elf color and I'm going directly onto the brow, right into the crease, okay? And I'm making a rainbow in that crease. Woohoo, again, really, really nice pigmentation. And the colors are super, super blendable. They're blending so beautifully, just using one brush. And I'm not too worried about going down into the actual lid right now because we're going to cover that up with that beautiful evil black. Ooh, I love it. I'm also going to take that same shade and we're going to go right under on the bottom lid, but we're only going to go about part way, not touching the inner corners. Is that how we just have a wash of green now? Makes my little queen of green heart happy. So the next thing that I want to do is go in with a black and create more definition in the outer corners of my eyes to kind of get that blown out smoky cat eye look. So I'm going to take a little bit of my e.l.f. setting spray and wet my flat brush. This is also a Morphe x Jeffree Star JS11. Wonderful packing brush. Woo! I just realized that this is going on YouTube as well as on TikTok, and I'm filming the whole thing vertically, so you're welcome for that. All right, so I've got my wet packing brush here, and let's test out how this does evil with wet application. Gorgeous, gorgeous wet application on this, you guys. So you notice I like to work in triangles. I work in a lot of triangles. I had a makeup teacher at one point who said when you work in triangles, it brightens up and lifts the eye. And look at the difference already. I also find that when you wet your brush a little bit when working with blacks, that it makes the color so much easier to work with. It doesn't get all powdery and fly away. That, and we're also, again, we're going to conceal this. We're going to mask it up and do a little bit of a blended smoky look. So look at that, razor sharp, absolutely gorgeous. And look at how much that's already lifted up my facial features. It'll do the same thing for you. Now, I kept my dollar store brush green instead of washing it off, and here's why. Because now that we have all that black in there, we have to blend it out, and we have to refresh our crease color, more green, and blend it in there with the shimmer blue. And see how that softens it up? So you don't have that harsh line, even though this Enchanted palette just wants to give me like a whole villain moment. I love it. I'm so impressed with it so far, guys. How do you feel seeing it? All right, guys, yet another Dollar Tree wonder. This is a Wet n Wild brush. You can find these at your local dollar stores, or you can also find them at the drugstore. Again, a wonderful packing brush, and again, I'm wetting it with my setting spray just to give that color a little bit of extra staying power. I don't like to conceal when we do these kinds of cut crease looks, but it's time to go into the shade Dragonfly. Beautiful lime green shimmer. And I'm so happy I didn't swatch this because I like to be surprised. And ooh, boy am I surprised. I'm so excited. Look, you ready for this one? Oh, unbelievable. And see that? You just want to take it and just pack it right on. And when you use a shimmer on your inner corner, now I'm 888 years old. I'm soon to be 889. So if you're approaching or over the age of 40 like I am, you'll want to go for shimmers inside, because that is what's going to lift. Instant facelift when you use shimmers on the insides of your lids, as opposed to outsides or on creases. Though having an entirely shimmer look is also a lot of fun, and I'll show you how to do that in a different video. But Look at that. And see that with wet application, it also gives you the ability to blend out where your demarcation line is on your black as well. And I'm gonna go in for a second coat because I love chartreuse. It's my favorite color ever. And I'm going just into the crease. Because after we're done with this, guess what we're gonna do one more time? You guessed it. We are going to darken up and bring out that crease with that elf green color even more. Oh my gosh. This is a Peter Pan fantasy. Oh, I am living my best Neverland life. Ugh. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that same packing brush coated with Dragonfly, and it's still damp. Now I'm gonna go underneath where we didn't hit it with the elf green color. So that means that we'd be going right into that inner corner. Barely touching the inner corner, but not completely covering it yet. Not just yet. See how we're making a rainbow with all the colors that we've used so far? Now, here's the beauty of this. Now that it has that Dragonfly green, we can dip right into elf green with that same brush and have the color payoff on the bottom of the lid. And get the blending effect at the same time. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, it looks even better in the mirror. Whoa-wee! Oh, I love it. I love it. And look at the shimmer. Look at the shimmer. It's almost like a built-in spotlight eye without actually doing a spotlight technique. Unreal. So now we're going to go dip back into elf while the brush is still damp. And now we're going to do that final swath on the crease to just darken it up. Get that demarcation line between the green, black, gradient we made and the frost blue. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm just following my natural curve. I can actually go in there and feel the crease, feel my brow bone. Don't even need to blend it. Yet it is super, super blendable. So I'm gonna take my blending brush with green one more time, blend it up into frost, just to clean it up just that much more. So we don't have that harsh line there. And look at that. I'm even gonna bring my triangle down around the black. Incredible. Incredible. So now, the next thing that we need So now while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna take a huge fluffy brush, swipe outward, and just swipe all the sins away. There we go. It looks like I got a little bit of a blue flake on there. That's okay though. We can veil that. So now we're gonna do a signature siren move. I'm gonna go in, way in to this inner part of the lid and go right into the bridge of my nose with frost blue. Same shade that my upper lid is. And I'm gonna swath it and swish it right up into my eyebrow. See that, how that just pulls the look together? You can even drag it down a little bit here. It's ever so subtle, but at the same time, it adds so much definition and pulls that look together. Now, if you do too much, you can just take a little tiny dab of concealer, tiniest dab of concealer on the bridge of your nose, and you just go down like that, and it veils any mistakes. So I'm very happy with how this is turning out right now. So the last portion of this is going deep into the inner corners and into that brow bone to give it a little more definition. And again, I'm just using a dollar store brush here, but it's very rounded, very pointed, and very rigid bristles. That's gonna help me get in here with ease. And it's really enchanted because it has little crystals inside. Ooh. So we're gonna go into that shade Snow, and we're gonna just punch there. Boy, these are very soft. Didn't take a whole lot of effort to make a big dent in that palette. That's good though. That means that the colors are very easy to work with, which they are. Wicked easy to work with. So I'm going into the inner corner, giving frost, just a touch into the inner eye. Sorry, not frost, Snow. Still using Snow in the inner eye. Pops the inner corner out. Okay, so we're going in now with the Wet n Wild P15 blending brush. This is part of their premium brush line. And same thing with the shade Snow. Dry application here on the blending brush. Right up into the brow bone, right over top of Frost. Makes it look that much more turquoise. And look at how much brow bone definition we have now. When you put just a little bit, you go into the brow bone and you go into the inner corner of your eyelid, and it pulls the look up, physically pulls your eyes up. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna pop on some mascara and a lip, and all right, you guys, what do you think? Look at that beautiful pigmentation. Now, my Facebook avatar has black lips and turquoise brows, but I don't know if my client will like that very much. So we're going with a purple lip and a neutral colored brow, just to tie it all in together with the rest of my outfit. And yes, this sweatshirt is going to be my content outfit for tonight. So there's my hair. Look at that. I am so very impressed with this palette. It is absolutely beautiful. It is amazing. The colors are nice and soft. A lot of color payoff with everything that we tried today. So we're going to continue working on playing with some looks on these colors here within this palette over the next couple of weeks. And we'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all of the things. Comment below. Let me know, what is your favorite shade? Which color combo should I try next? Ooh. Siren signing off. See you next time. Bye.